this on, you start when you're ready.
Wait, does this thing go? Is this recording already? Okay.
Wait, are you going to say some swear words or something?
No. It's just so weird with like just two people here.
Come on, free. I count.
Okay. All right. Hello everyone. My name is Brian, and today I'll be presenting to you my research today. So my research question is: to what extent will technological advancements make the labor workforce obsolete in companies that are investing in technology? So why I decided to research this question is because there was an increase in the number of in companies that are incorporating robots to replace people. And so I'm curious to see how the new generation of labor workers will shape up as the number of robots increase over the years. So the first industrial robots was invented by American inventor George Devol in the 1950s. It was operated in General Motors in New Jersey. So the primary function of this industrial robot was to protect people from intoxic fumes and or from losing a limb if the workers there weren't that careful. And so companies today with robots being more advanced and more companies are starting to take notice of robots. So one company, Foxconn, who is the supplier of Apple and Samsung, reportedly replaced 60,000 factory workers with robots, stating that more companies are likely to do so. So the reason that the company gave was that it will allow employees to focus on higher value jobs in the manufacturing process. So why is it that companies prefer robots over people is so like many labor companies today, they will want to save as much cost, and they will want to increase productivity at the same time, and they have found a way by incorporating robots. So by incorporating robots, labor companies will save as much as 16%, and this is because of its low manufacturing costs to make a robot. So the prices are low enough for small companies to even purchase them. So it is projected that the cost of robots will decline by 20% over the next few years, making them even more affordable to smaller companies. So with companies investing more in robots because of its low manufacturing cost, millions of people are going to lose their jobs. And so according to Morish Vardi of Rice University, in the States, many middle-class professionals will be outsourced to machines within the next few decades, leaving workers with more leisure time than they ever had. And he also stated that the increase in the use of robots could lead to unemployment rates greater than 50%. And one area in which of being highly in danger of unemployment is truck driving. Although it's not one of the highest paying jobs out there, it is one that many people do. In the States, there are up to 3.5 million drivers and 5.2 million personnel who work directly within the industry. So with companies such as Google, Uber, Tesla investing in robots driving vehicles, it is projected that driving has a 97.8% chance of being totally automated if entrepreneurs become successful in their investments. So as more people start to lose their jobs because of robots, it will result in them having more leisure time. And usually leisure time is being treasured by people, especially those who work long hours. So, but having too much leisure time could have its negative impacts. People losing their jobs is one thing, but finding another job is another thing. It can be a very difficult task for many to find a job quick, and when these people can't find a job quickly enough, they tend to become lazy, and it could make it hard for them to look for a job or to even start looking for one. In the stimulus packet, an article called A World Without Work by Derek Thompson stated that by and large, the jobless don't spend their downtime socializing with friends or taking up new hobbies. Instead, they watch TV or sleep. Also in the article, it stated that research showed that it is harder to recover from a long bout of joblessness than from losing a loved one or suffering a life-altering injury. Although there are many negative impacts that robots bring, many people don't know the positive impacts that robots bring, especially in the economy. The results of having robots working is it creates more jobs, more high-paying jobs, and many people don't realize this. A study showed that the increased use of industrial robots raised the annual growth of GDP by 0.37%. Many worry that the economy could be affected by having robots as workers, but according to the article, again, A World Without Jobs, the driver of economic growth is actually the diminishment of human labor, and signs have been present for quite some time. So one example could be shown by the valuation of a company. In 1964, the most valuable company, AT&T, was worth $267 billion, and it employed 758,000 people. Today, telecommunications giant like Google employs 55,000 workers, but it is worth 370 billion. So, in conclusion, now with unemployment rates possibly reaching 50%, this sparks an uncertain future for many people, especially the next generation of workers who work hard in school and go to college, but in the end, facing a difficult task in finding a job. So, as technology becomes more advanced in robots in the next 20 to 30 years, labor workers may live in a world where the advancement in technology would make the labor workforce obsolete. Thank you.
Okay, Brian, I'm going to ask you two questions. The first one is, can you tell us how you assessed the credibility of the sources that you ended up using in your paper and your presentation?
Yeah. So my topic was pretty broad. I had many resources, and I really didn't know which one to use. So what I did was I really relied on academic resources, and also I use resources such as like BBC, CNN, those that I didn't recognize. I didn't use those resources. Yeah.
And if you could take your research a little bit further, or what else would you look at?
If I could do that, I would look at the possible solutions that maybe I could I could look at the possible solutions that you could take to